Lady Sylvanas, we are pleased that you came.
How could I not? For some reason, I no longer hear the Lich King's voice in my head. My will is my own once again. You Dreadlords seem to know why.
We've discovered that the Lich King is losing his power. As it wanes, so too does his ability to command undead such as you.
And what of King Arthas? What about his powers?
Though his rune-blade Frostmourne carries powerful enchantments, Arthas's own powers will fade in time. It is inevitable.
You seek to overthrow him, and you want my help to do it.
The Legion may be defeated, but we are the nathrezim. We'll not let some upstart human get the best of us. Arthas must fall.
The Lich Kel'Thuzad is far too loyal to betray his master. But you, on the other hand...
Hate him. I have my own reasons for seeking vengeance. Arthas murdered my people and turned me into this monstrosity. I may take part in your bloody coup, but I will do so in my own way.
I, for one, do not trust her. Her heart is still elven. She will never side with us. Don't be too hasty. She has great spirit, but her hatred for Arthas will ultimately serve our cause.
Agreed. Well, if that's settled, let the festivities commence.
So the seizures have been getting worse?
Yes. With my powers drained, I can barely command my own warriors. The Lich King warned me that if I didn't reach Northrend soon, all could be lost.
Fear not, my king. Everything is being prepared for your departure. The ships are waiting at the coast, and...
There's been a change of plans, King Arthas. You're not going anywhere.
Assassins! It's a trap!
You should never have returned, human. Weakened as you are, we have assumed control over the majority of your warriors. It seems your reign was short-lived.
There are too many of them, my king. Flee! Escape from the city! I'll find my own way out and meet you in the wilderness.
All right, Lich. Good luck. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne,
our master Kel'Thuzad sent us to aid you. Our new skeletal mages will make short work of the rebels.
Very good. We'll need to move quickly and find any others still loyal to me. We're going to need all the support we can get. Ah, at last. Ah, at last. Your pain shall be legendary. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last.
Inventory is full.
Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. What is it now? Finally.
Our forces are under attack.
Frostmourne hungers.
Lead
No one orders me around. This is more like it. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Frostmourne hungers.
Inventory is full.
This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. Finally. At last. No one orders me around. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
By Nerub, the rebels nearly had us, King Arthas.
I would not leave my subjects to be slaughtered by this rabble.
Then we shall stand by you till the end.
I have need of your abilities, little shade. Will you help me?
I live only to serve you, King Arthas.
Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. I have need of you warriors. Come with me. The Dreadlord's guards are stationed outside that armory. If we can fight our way past them, we could commandeer the meat wagons held inside. This is more like it. I call upon your loyalty. Will you serve me? Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally, some firepower. These will help us with the main gate's defenses.
I'll look into it.
Our forces are under attack.
I shall be your eyes.
Speak, fool. Ah, at last. Finally. Ah, at last.
Our forces are under attack.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. What is it now? Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers.
Our forces are under attack.
Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. These piles of corpses will serve us well. We can reanimate the bodies and bolster our forces as we move. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. Ah, at last. Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
Our forces are under attack.
This better be good.
As the shadow will.
No one orders me around.
Our forces are under attack.
The dead shall serve.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
No one orders me around.
The restless dead await. What does the shadow will?
Tread
Our
lightly.
forces are under attack.
The restless...
Small King Northrend. Slay, rend, feast.
Finally.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Speak, fool.
The dead shall serve. For the Lich King. Intriguing.
What is it now? We have no time for this. We must find our way out quickly. You have my thanks, ladies. But where is your mistress? Where is Sylvanas?
She sent us to find you, great king. We've come to escort you across the river. Once we cross it, we'll take refuge in the wilderness.